Hi, I'm Tam Wrigley and welcome to our new weekly show called Wine O'Clock. Each week we have a host of guests joining me on the couch for a weekly wrap and a few wines as we chew the fat about topics that have hit our news during the week. We're also going to have a little fun with a game called Never Ever Have I. So sit back, grab yourself a wine and enjoy the show. Legislation is being debated in Queensland's Parliament this week. Shots would be banned in pubs and bars at midnight, a 1 a.m. lockout enforced, and a last drinks call at 2 a.m. statewide. Are these tough new laws a solution to curbing alcohol-related violence? What do you reckon, Helene?
There's for and against it. I think the reason why we're having such problems now is the way society is. I know back in the day when I was going out, we were going out till 5 o'clock in the morning and last drinks were at 4:45. We never had any problems at all with fights or anything like that. But I just think as society is now, there's just a major problem with tolerance towards each other. So if they have to start banning shots in clubs and pubs at a certain time, I think it's a trial that they need to go forward.
Because they talk about, I guess, responsible drinking. Is shots a responsible way to drink?
No, definitely not.
Definitely not. And speaking about that, what about responsible service of alcohol laws? Where are they in all of this? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. But I don't actually know if it's going to make a difference, because 10 o'clock at night was when that happened with Cole Miller. Is it going to make a difference closing them earlier? I'm just not sure if that's actually going to work. It also means that there'll be more unemployment out there as well, because they won't be able to keep the musos on until later in the morning. So I'm just not sure if that'll actually work. It'll help to some degree.
Because a lot of the kids, here I am, a lot of the younger generation drink a lot at home.
They do.
Before they go out.
They do.
Yeah,
that's
and
exactly right.
Is it a mix of, alcohol and drug abuse that's causing
I think
the
so.
problems that we're seeing?
Most definitely, yes.
But you notice I have been out a few times when there's been hens nights and everything else, and we have not seen any drama. So, and this is even in Brisbane when I've been out into the valley and places like that. It'd be very interesting to see when this is happening, because we have stayed out quite late, but never saw any drama. So
no, well, that's what I mean. I think a lot of it does happen before midnight. So I'm just not sure if it will actually make a difference.
Yeah. In a bizarre turn of events in Spain, a civil servant is being fined thousands of dollars after it was discovered he skipped work for the last 6 years. How was he caught? Well, that's even more bizarre. Jacqueline Garcia, 69, was supposed to receive an award for his 20 years of service. It was only then discovered that he'd skipped work. Megan, how does this happen?
Exactly. I'm such a social person. Someone had missed me on the first day I wasn't there. I mean, how does it happen? It's the social interaction with your colleagues, and also what about performance reviews that happen with your boss every year? All your, if you're working towards a project and there's milestones to reach. I just don't understand how anyone could be missed for 20 years. And,
or 6 years. I think it was missing
6 years, sorry.
Yes, hear me coming anyway.
Oh, me too. so just and KPIs and all that sort of thing that they have in the workplace, how could anyone be missed?
When you be walking past every morning going, oh, Garcia's not in today.
Exactly.
Oh, he must be at the coffee machine.
I know, his seat's empty. I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. When I was reading about it, it was more or less he was on work sites. Right. So, and it was quite funny. I was reading the article on it, and they said to him, well, why haven't you been there? And he says, well, I couldn't find any work to do. Like, he said, there really wasn't anything there for me to do. So his passion was the philosopher, is it Spinoza? Spinoza, his name is. He's a 17th century philosopher. So he went and studied and learnt up about that. Yeah, and I'm thinking, okay.
But was he still accumulating a wage?
He was.
He was paid all that time, and no one missed him. I just cannot understand it. The way I am in an office, and as I said, surely you have milestones to reach and management to report to. How on earth could it happen?
But they're fining him $30,000. And now he's actually writing a letter to the mayor trying to revoke that amount that he has to pay.
Oh, he hasn't got a hope.
Oh, I don't know what excuse he's going to come up with.
No.
I mean, you haven't been at work. You haven't been at work.
No, I know.
And it was
Just
something,
how
as you
could
said, I
do
think it was
it?
30,000 euros. So what's that about? Is that like 90,000 Australian dollars or?
Oh, would it be 90 or would it be 60?
Yeah, I think probably more around 60 actually,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
But either way, it's a huge amount.
That's a year's wage for them over there.
Right,
So.
yeah.
But then we are talking about Spain, and I have been to Spain, and I have seen they're pretty relaxed
Yeah.
over there.
Very
So they have like siestas
Obviously.
for 3 hours during the day.
Obviously, been not at work for 6 years, and then going,
a long
hello.
siesta.
Do they ever wonder why he didn't show up to the Christmas party every year?
Exactly. Well, that's what I mean. You know, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Oh.
A campaign group staged a protest at the BAFTA ceremony in London over the lack of diversity in the entertainment industry, which has snowballed into a big controversy this award season. The continued debate is about the industry remaining dominant by whites and by males. Megan, what is your thoughts?
Really, to me, it's about their acting ability, about the roles that they've played. They're getting awarded for what they've produced themselves personally. It doesn't matter about what colour they are, what race they are, if they're male or they're female. I actually think she's been quite racist herself. And even at the BAFTAs, Sydney Poitier was awarded an award in with fellowship. So they can't say that, you know, they're not awarding people. I mean, he's a very old actor now, and he's a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
But I just think they're getting on their high horse for nothing, to be honest. I mean, it's a performance review. That's what it is.
And it
But
comes
the
back
judging
to casting
panel-
too, doesn't it?
Yes.
Because it's the casting stage
Exactly.
that chooses who's going to be in that role.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes, so I think it's the programming, the diversity in the programming, and also the judging panel are all white. Maybe that needs to be changed as well. So,
But I think they have set visions of how, you know, you get this script or you get this movie or this TV show, and people have a vision of how they want it to look. You know, so, you know, there are obviously criteria, like with anything
Yes.
in a job. And, you know, I think that's where they've sort of got to think about the holistic approach, not just, there's not enough blacks and there's not enough women.
Yeah, I just think it's been blown way out of proportion.
yes, it has.
Yeah.
Very
Way out
much.
of proportion, and they're just making a point which does not need to be made.
No. Yeah.
Because there's really no point, I don't think.
No,
anyway.
I don't think so either.
I think there's plenty of black actors, male and female, as well as white, on our TV screens. You know, it's not just the movies; it's your TV screen. You know, you're seeing so many different races that are on there every day. So I just think they've just gone a little bit too far with that one.
All right. So, girls, we're going to have a little fun now and play a little game before we close the show off, and it's called Never Ever Have I. And I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. I've got your little paddles ready here, so cast them down.
Ooh,
So you've got
thank you.
I have, or I have never.
Can you have a little swing in the middle there?
No.
Bit like celebrity head, I think. Maybe we should put them up here. What do you think?
Switch them around.
Yep.
I'll play too if you want me to.
Yes, definitely. Come on, you have to.
All right. So this one, I already know a few answers because I know you very well.
Yes.
Anyway, never have I ever made a story to get out of a speeding ticket.
Oh, I have. That's the most definite. Yes, definite.
I've never.
Yes,
I know
I
your
have.
story. Tell us your story.
Blinded your eyes at the policeman.
No.
I've done that as well.
And did it work?
I've done that. Yes, it does. It does.
Can you flash something else at the policeman?
Yeah, you might button your top as well. That does work. If you do have a bit of a bust, which I do, and I do love my bust,
Yes.
I have unbuttoned so a little bit more cleavage has been, If it's a
Exposed.
female, yes. If it's a female, no, it won't work.
No, definitely not.
But there was another one where it was sort of true. Because I did have a passing in the family.
Yep.
But I was speeding, but I wasn't travelling down to Brisbane like I said I was going to. And I got pulled over and the waterworks came out and he just says, just go. And
How about you, Meg?
Yes, I've actually done the fluttering of the eyelashes thing, and it worked.
Oh,
and
really?
Yes, it did. And just please, can I go? And once I did say to I'm going to my grandmother's funeral, and I wasn't, which was very naughty. But he did let me go. So I think the fluttering of the eyelashes and being a female definitely helps.
It definitely
as long as it's a male police officer.
Yes, definitely.
Never have I ever made a prank phone call.
I have.
I have.
Yeah.
You have? Do tell.
It's been generally, we're with a group of friends and as you are, drinking wine as we do. And there's a younger friend who is very single and we're just calling off her phone random boys that were in there and, being very, very, naughty. And, they thought it was hilarious, but, we've done that quite a few times. But.
Yes, well, I was out with a group of friends once too, and we had this guy's phone number. And I was Christy Brinkley, my friend was Elle, and we pretended we owned this restaurant, and we rang this guy and, we own this restaurant, blah, 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 and he was doing a restaurant review, so then we were in really big trouble.
Oh, no.
But it was a lot of fun at the time, and we actually got away with it. We'd been to the restaurant quite a few times, we knew all about it, and he was from overseas, and thanks Christy, thanks Elle, and I had to say to my friend Elle, and she said, oh, thank you. So,
That's hilarious.
it was funny.
All right, never have I ever been embarrassed to pick up pictures from a photo centre because I remembered what was on them.
Oh, I have never.
I think I have,
No.
but I can't remember. It was so long ago.
Never. Oh, you have? Oh, no.
Oh, God, what was on them?
No photographic
Do I
evidence.
say?
You have to now.
I was in Portugal, driving through the Portuguese countryside, and there was a beautiful lake there, as you do. And I was much more gorgeous in those days. Stripped off, had the bikini bottoms on, walked in, and the boyfriend at the time took a photo, and they were just sort of floating on the top of the water. And unfortunately, you could see a little bit more than what I would have expected. So highly embarrassed when I went in to collect them. So
I have no photographic evidence.
Really?
Yes.
No.
Yep, no.
Never any embarrassing shot.
No, I've been really good.
I
like
find
that.
it hard to believe.
No, I know, but I know I've
Come
been
on,
really
Helene,
good. No,
come
honestly,
on.
none whatsoever.
yeah, sure.
Snapchat maybe now, but at least you could delete things.
Exactly.
Never have I ever played strip poker.
Oh, I have, yes. I think everybody has.
Oh, no, see me.
Well-
I've never.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, in a fashion, I'm older than you girls. Spin the bottle when I was a little girl.
Yes. But
Spin the bottle, you kissed a boy, and then you took off an item of clothing.
I know.
Oh,
I
really?
never went that
I never
far.
played that game.
Yes, we did.
No, I never went that far. It was just kiss the boy and that was it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And take off a piece of clothing. So what happened
Yes.
You're a bit of
when
a wild one,
everyone
aren't
was
you?
naked? I think we'll have her back. That's some great stories. I like your game. Keep
Oh, cheers to that.
I'm not going to say any more on
Yeah,
the
let's
grounds
cheers
that
that.
might
Let's
incriminate
cheers
me.
to that one.
Cheers to that, girls.
So you have to tell me then. Spin the bottle, took a piece of clothes off. So what happens when it comes to the end of the game and there's no clothes left?
Well, we just went down to our knickers then. I think we were only about 12, so there wasn't much happening in the big girl department here. But, look, it was a lot of fun in those days. It was very, very innocent then anyway. But,
Yeah, it would have been.
Yes, but I think we were the only ones that did spin the bottle and remove an item of clothing.
Yeah,
Everyone
no, I
else
never
was
did
just
that.
spinning the bottle.
Yes, and
Yes.
I was one of them, just spin the bottle. Yeah.
And strip poker.
Oh, yeah, but that was when I was older. Yeah,
That was
a
last
lot
week.
older. I'm still playing that. No, not really.
Well, that's it for this week on Wine O'Clock. Thanks to Helene and Megan for joining me this week on the show. Be sure to tune in each Friday at 5 o'clock here on Facebook to catch our latest weekly wrap. From now, here's cheers and have a fabulous weekend.